This is Code.org. I'm currently working on CS Principles, Unit 5, Building Apps, Lesson 12, Loops and Simulations, Puzzle 8. I have a bunch of code here. If you don't, that is because you need to do the other parts of this lesson. So go back through if you get stuck, watch my tutorials on them. Alright, streaks of heads. We're going to alter our simulation so that it doesn't count the total number of heads, but rather the longest streak of heads. This will allow our simulation to allow us to simulate how many flips it takes to get 12 heads in a row. To begin with, you will change your looping condition, this thing, so that the loop again only runs 10 times. This will allow us to visually, 10 times. So, only runs 10 times. So now I need to set this back to count, and we'll count how many times it runs. Keep track of streaks. We know we need to count streaks of heads. How do we do this in code? Do we need to keep track of all the previous flips so we know what we're on a streak? That we're on a streak? Yeah. Oh, not all the previous, no. The answer is no. You can instead just count in a clever way that makes our code pretty simple. Make a variable to use as a counter, and every time you see heads, add 1 to a counter. Every time you see tails, set the counter to 0. Right. Right, okay, yeah. Is that all at once? Change the wall to run 10 times, got that. Add code displays length of streak following the okay, and it wants it on each line. And they display, yep, the numbers again. So, let's go back over here. I'm going to uncomment out some code because we're going to display all that again. Now, I need an if else. I'm not counting heads, right? I'm counting streaks now. So, if coin equals 1, heads count will be fine, but if it so I can leave that the same, because if it is heads, we do want to add 1 to our heads count. But if it is not, right, else, meaning it's not heads, we'll just set this equal to 0. And then what do we want to do is heads, we'll add the word streak. This is pretty easy edits, actually. Streak, and then heads count can be fine, and coin. Let's give it a shot. Let's have the number, let's tell us the coin before we print out like they did. Cool. Total flips 10. Streak, 0. Huh. Great. Let's, yeah, looks good. Let's keep going. Ta-da!